Welcome to my incredible little life. Dila checking in with you right now. It is episode 90, I do believe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. Anyways, this is a channel all about Dila and his journey through 2022. Did I say that right? Anyways, 2022 and empowering himself as well as becoming the best person he possibly can be on a daily basis, and as well as posting every single goddamn day. So please tune in, hit me with a subscribe, hit me with a like, that'd be great. Awesome. Moving on, I woke up this morning pretty early. I just popped up out of nowhere and I was just kind of laying there like, what should I do with this life? What should I do with this life? But anyways, what I did with it was go to work at around 6, got to work. Work is still kind of a blur right now. But Sushi Buddy told me a horrible, great story. It's horrible because it happened to her, but it sounds great because it almost sounds like it was written in a book. But anyways, the story that she told me was that she was going out of town and her flight got canceled. So instead of moving her flight, they just canceled it altogether and were like, yeah, we're going to refund you the money, but it's going to take some time, up to 14 business days to get back to her. And so she ended up having to buy a whole new ticket. So there is a slight good part to this story. So with her losing her actual departure day, she was able to go to a company party where she was given some AirPod headphones, which is dope. You know, it's like she's been wired up this whole entire time, and we frowned at her. I mean, some people did. I really didn't, but no, it was mainly me. But so I was like, yeah, this is great. This is good for you. It's awesome. And she's like, yeah, it's cool, but I also don't like the person, so I felt kind of weird about it. But I was like, at least you got the headphones or whatever. So moving on to more bad stuff. So she forgot to tell her roommate to move the car. She parked on the street, and because she did that, she paid for parking every 2 hours while on her trip. Every 2 hours. I think she was saying it was about $4 every 2 hours. She must be made out of money because it doesn't make any sense. And I'm pretty sure her trip was about like either 3 to 2 days. I'm not sure what it was, but I'm just like, anyways, it doesn't matter. 24 times 4, y'all do the math. That's horrible. No, it would be probably 12 times 4. That's the number. It's still horrible. It's bad math. But she told me that story. And then she added to that story. She said, not only did she get a ticket, but she also went down to, jump in her car for work one of these days and realized there was no car. Let's backtrack just a little bit. Cancel flight, headphones. After that, ticket plus paying every 2 hours for 2 to 3 days, and then a tow. That is a horrible fucking week. I'm sorry. And I've gone through something slight like that, but that is bad. Anyways, moving on. While I was at work, I needed an extra shift, so I went and grabbed an extra shift, but it was the worst shift, but I had no choice. I have to make sure all my finances are all good before I go to Las Vegas next week, so I just had to take it. It was a closer shift, which sucked. So not only did I start my day at 6:15, I would have to go back to work at 5, which sucked. So during that time, before I went back to work, me and my brother went to the Xfinity store because we were meeting with a guy so he can get a new used cell phone from this person. So it was funny though, because the person that was working there at Xfinity was just trying to be like, oh, yo, you up for an upgrade, dog. You up for an upgrade. And oh boy, standing right there. So she's trying to sell him on a new phone while we trying to get this used phone. And ultimately, it does have its pros and cons. A new phone, used phone, okay? The used phone was in good working condition. He also gave us a case and also gave my brother a fast charger. And on the other end, my brother would have got none of that, but he would have got a new phone and would have had to pay monthly. So it ended with my brother still buying the used phone because that was the plan of action in the first place. And, we don't want to pay more right now, ultimately, as well. That was his mindset. So after that ordeal, went back to the house, watched some Freaks and Geeks, and this was probably the funniest episode I've seen. Nah, maybe not, but it was about pot this time. It was hilarious because our friend was like, "You're smoking the pot." It was so hilarious. I got to do a clip of that on a short or something like that. It was so hilarious. So I was just kind of being lazy and just chilling at the crib and, watching Freaks and Geeks. And then I got ready to go back to work at 5. And so I had the closer shift, so I had to do all the stuff that a closer would do. And that really sucked because usually there's more people there, but it was only me. And when I got there at 5, there was only 2 of us because for some reason my job believes that we no longer need any more help. We can have 2 to 3 people on given time at all times, and it's going to be just fine. Which showed tonight that no, it does not work because after he left, it was only me. And so I decided to say, forget that. Or let's be honest. I said, fuck that. I'm not doing that. So I left a little bit early. I had my PTO and I definitely used it and wheeled it and left. Went to go see a movie with my bros. We finally got a chance to go see Batman. And let's just say this. We're going to talk about Batman tomorrow, okay? Let's make this a 2-part thing. So I'm going to talk about Batman tomorrow. I feel like it was... No, I'm not going to say anything. Anyways, saw Batman, and now I'm here, home, ready for sleep. So I will see you guys in the next video. But my question for you guys tonight is, what is one of the most horrible stories that you've ever heard in your life? Whether it's happened to you, because you have to tell yourself it again to remind yourself that it happened, or, a story from a family member or a friend. Worst story, because I'm telling you right now, old girl had a weekend, and I never thought that I would hear such things. She spent a lot of money, and she might kill me actually for telling this story. I hope she doesn't. But anyways, guys, peace.